Hi, this is Karen Gaines, your nonprofit finance guide, and today I'm going to talk about the items needed in order to complete the 990 tax return. So, the 990 tax return is an informational return that must be completed by nonprofit organizations each year. For many nonprofit organizations, their fiscal year ends December 31st, which means the 990 tax return can begin in January once the 2024 financial statements are complete. So, I think it's good. I think it's important to have these things prepared so that when you are completing the 990 tax return or you're having a tax accountant complete the 990 tax return for you, you have everything you need in order to start that. Okay, so I'm just going to go over some things. I'm going to go over the information you will need in order to do your 990 tax return. Now, I do want to say that I am not a tax accountant, but I've seen enough 990 tax returns. I've talked to enough tax accountants to know what is needed for the completion of the 990 tax return. Okay. All right, so you'll need some basic information. Of course, your organizational name, your legal name, your fiscal date. So if you are on a calendar year, your fiscal date will be January 1st through December 31st. You'll need your mission statement, and also you'll need to be able to describe your services, your major service lines, okay? And also you'll need to enter your organization type. So that could be like, your 501c3 or 501(c)(6) or whatever type of nonprofit you are, okay? You'll also need the financial statements, okay? Your financial statements for your fiscal year. And so you'll need your statement of financial position, which others in the for-profit world is called the balance sheet. You also need the statement of activities, which is also called profit and loss. So you'll need your statement of activities categorized by class. More specifically, you'll need your statement of activities categorized by administrative, income expenses, your service type or service types, and your fundraising, fundraising income and expenses. Okay, so you'll want to make sure you have it categorized by type in order to complete the return. You'll also need the general ledger for the year and the trial balance. Okay. You'll also need board of director information. So for each board of director, you'll need the name, you'll need their position and their address. In some cases, depending on the nonprofit type, you'll also need their salary. Okay, so if these board of directors are like within your organization, typically that is when you'll need their salary information. And if it's over $100,000, it's listed in the 990. Okay, so just some additional information. You'll also need the number of employees or number of FTEs that worked for the year, including your 990, and number of volunteers. So it is best to use an accounting software. Getting all of this stuff, all of this information together by hand or even by Excel, it can be quite challenging. So I would encourage you to use an accounting software. I use QuickBooks, and if you're a nonprofit, you can use QuickBooks. For practically nothing. I think it's $80 to $90 per year. So I would strongly encourage you to use an accounting software. Okay, now if you or your tax accountant is will not be prepared for, or excuse me, if you or your tax accountant will not be completed with the 990 tax return by that May 15th deadline, then you'll want to file an extension. You want to file a form 8868 before your before your deadline, before that May 15th deadline. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful. If you're watching via YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.